to see in this matchup. Super high ceiling on Fountain of Dreams. This is a very common start for this matchup. I'm interested to see what happens.
Unpopular opinion, Daisy Peach, best Peach. I got it out there? Okay.
Yeah, it's out there. Everybody's heard it now.
Is that the, wow, that's the Stango Dot. Is this a student of the legend, the legendary lawn chair?
The Stango student.
Hi. Yes, hello to you too.
The Padawan of the period.
All right, we are in the match on Fountain of Dreams. I'm trying to think if that's a normal starter stage or not.
I mean, I think it's a pretty common stage in this era of Melee for this matchup. You know, you can think Battlefield. I think a lot of people tend to think about Marth being a little bit better on that stage just because of down tilt. You know, I'm really tight with Zoso, a Marth player from back in the day, and he told me very early on that a lot of his game is just centered around getting down tilts, having down tilts available to him, because so many characters approach you from the same grounded level. They're either wave dashing in or they're floating in with Peach, and whether they're jumping or floating or whatever the case may be, down tilt can hit them and reset neutral completely or allow you to dash in and get a little follow-up grab.
It felt like, in that sequence, TieBex was, I mean, it didn't feel like, he was just re-grabbing the ledge, and it felt like Eggy was like, all right, I'm going to pull some turnips. If I get a good one, I'm going to hold it. Otherwise, I'll just make it hard for him to get back on stage. And then he ran forward and got hit by Marth. So a little more prudence in, if you have an advantageous situation in this matchup, and this is what makes it different from like a Fox Falco, I think you need to just hold it and just stay in the advantageous situation until you have a chance to take advantage of it. There's a lot of implied return that's important in this matchup. For Peach, it's situations like that. For Marth, it's like the juggles, right? Right,
yeah. What you want to do as Marth is you want to, at all costs, make Peach use her float and then make sure she doesn't touch the ground after.
That was great, yeah.
Yeah, really follow up with those up airs, get aggressive with those, side B in the air even, whatever you got to do to keep her in the air after she uses that float, as much damage as you can get.
Yeah, it's like a constant check. It's like Peach constantly is asking, like, can I get down now? Can I go over here?
Right.
And Marth's answer has been like, no, swing.
No, as many times as possible.
Yep, you need to just deplete the resources. It's really an art form. All right. Yep, and I sort of, that was a turnip.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely should have been.
You know, this is a matchup where turnips, I think, are super important.
Yeah, I mean, Marth, of course, I mean, he has a lot of great tools. One thing he does not have is a projectile or a real way to deal with them besides just blocking and trying to wave dash forward or jump around them.
Yeah, you can, like, jab them or something, but then Peach could be behind it.
Right, you can fair them. That's probably the safest thing to do is jump and fair, because you can move away and fair, or you can move forward and fair and hit them. But some turnips, like the Dot Eye, for instance, they can sometimes go through your fair completely.
Yeah, I mean, we see, like, the double Z press thing and stuff. And, I mean, speaking of fair, a lot of fairs has pretty much been the summary of this stock. Oh, I like the idea using the shield breaker, the trunk sword. Up tilt's going to get the KO.
Yeah, even on a stage like this with a high ceiling, Peach is vulnerable to that around like 140, earlier on some stages.
Okay, there was the dot eyes. Yeah, the little platform sort of acting as like one of those barriers from Space Invaders.
Yeah, I love the use of the shifting platform, showing a lot of familiarity with this stage. Of course, the different heights can be brutal for Peach if she's sitting on them and it kind of descends on top of someone, but very, very well used by TieBex there.
Okay, spot dodge, down smash through the forward smash. That is some old school Marth Peach.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Both these guys kind of have an old school flair for their approach here.
Oh, not quite able to hit with the turn of third down. That is a really safe way to try to edgeguard Marth. Worst case, you just get swiped back to the stage and you get like 9 damage or something.
Yeah, and I remember one thing that I saw come up a lot in that Pound 4 Armada Mewtwo King set was the dash attack from Peach. I'm not sure if it's still held up as good of a move there, but if you're not really on point with your ledge snapping and your perfect ledge grabs with Marth, you can just get pushed off by dash attack really easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that this is one of those matchups in particular where the player's choices very much directly impact your own. So maybe that's why we're not seeing...
Beautiful use of down tilt. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Good job by TieBex there to use the down tilt to pressure Peach off the stage, make her use her best move, float, and then capitalize with a down air.
Yeah, TieBex, really impressed with the control that he's been able to display over Peach's ability to recover, Peach's ability to play neutral, Peach's ability to get out of combos.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
There's that grab we were talking about in the last set. Against Marth, really that down throw is you're going to get more follow-up off that than any other throw, in my opinion.
Yep, agreed. Okay, Fair doesn't quite connect on the shield. Able to dash out of the way. He's using that dash attack, but you need to really overshoot if you're going to use it against Marth. It needs to be a direct read of backward movement, because Marth can, he dips fast.
Yeah, plus that way if they do shield it or something like that, you're going through them, kind of forcing them to readjust.
I thought, I gasped. I thought what I saw was genius recovery, but just, genius coverage of the recovery, but instead just missed it. I love the idea, though.
The line between genius and Buster is thin.
Yeah, and I mean, another downer. That's the same way the last game ended. That is TieBex catching on to a DI habit.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, he has not always gone to down tilt in that situation, but I think that's one of the things that's going to benefit him the most. This is a good situation to try to use try to push Peach to use her float. He does, but Eggy gets back to the stage really easily.
Yeah, maybe a little too much forward pushing.
Yeah, definitely.
In that scenario, it may be right, you know, if he tries to hang back. So,
I mean, just honestly, I think too many Marth players really undervalue just sitting on the ledge and down tilting. It can shut down so much for Peach, especially if she's already used her float. You know that she has to come from below or from even parallel to the platform.
And yeah, so from traditional fighters, there are a few equivalents in this game to a hard knockdown. Peach on the ledge is a hard knockdown.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. They need some tech to get up, like, in a faster, efficient way.
Nice falling bear there. Perfectly timed for Eggy. Lets him get back down to the stage. Really saved his life, honestly, because if he would have got a hit out of that, been Juggle City.
Okay, and this is the slow-paced juggle that we wanted to see, but able to get back with the fair. It's back in the vortex again. If you wait for the air dodge, you're still able to cover it. Very nice back air.
TieBex really coming into his own more and more as the set goes on. He's finding the tipper. He's finding that range he needs to operate at against Peach. And that was a perfect example of being the exact right spacing there, because you saw that dash attack, which is a pretty far-reaching forward move, missed, but Marth was still able to grab.
Able to use the fair to get himself back, too. I think that at the beginning, the first game was won mostly off TieBex's knowledge of the matchup. Now, it seems like he understands Eggy.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Definitely adjusting to some of the player habits. Like you said, he picked up on some of the DI habits around the ledge. Now it looks like he's picking up on some of the other neutral habits.
Yeah, difficult to get by all those turnips.
Yeah, Eggy finally putting out that wall of turnips there and evening it back up stock-wise. All he needs is one good solid aerial to get back in this.
I have to say, Eggy's clever edge guards, I think, show a lot of promise. Maybe someone who develops the edge guards of the future for Peach. Hey, we actually have a really close game. Falls off the stage. What can we do? There's that dash attack you mentioned earlier, but Marth actually able to sweet spot that time.
Yeah, it's crucial that you do that, but it can be done in a relatively safe way too. Like we saw there, he kind of just went right behind Peach, and Peach can't really swat the back of her. You know, her forward tilt sucks. She can't really just turn around and forward tilt you. She's got to just jump and try to float towards you and back air.
Okay, Eggy has been moving this stock. Also punishes a turnip grab with an air. Like, this has been pretty cool. Woo. Forward throw is going to send him way off stage. We get the turnip wall again. Grabs it. He's going to throw it back on his way down. Not the best aim.
Big edge guard there. Now Eggy back in the lead now after struggling really this whole game.
Okay. A down air. What can he connect it to?
Could have been double dare. Could have been double dare 2000 right there for Marth. And that, you know, if he trusted down tilt and just spammed down tilt twice there, he would have completed that edge guard. I promise you.
Okay. Yep. Tries the floaty killer. Does not get the tipper hitbox of the up tilt. That backer might do it.
Perfect example of shutting down Peach once she has her float. Let her get back to the edge a little too easily, but reads the get up perfectly with the forward tilt. That is a favorite technique of PPMD's Marth. Mm-hmm. That walking forward tilt, you can get tipper off that so well, and it also hits a little bit on the top platform on this stage, just a little bit.
I think forward tilt probably one of the most underrated, unrecognized good moves that Marth has. I mean, so good.
Really, only true Marth fans can name 3 Marth moves that aren't good, but that is one of them. Forward tilt is underrated for sure.
Yep. Okay. I wonder if back there would have put him on the platform there. Okay, gets him up into the air. Will he be able to keep the juggle going?
I like going super high there for Eggy. He's just got to completely disengage and try to reset neutral. That's a good option to try to make your way back to that top platform, but Just 2 more %. I think he would have died there. Really good DI from Eggy. He has got some work to do. He's got to get some footing back. He's got to get back on solid ground and grab a turnip or something. This is nice. This is good. This is what he needs. 4th throw. Turnip's out.
Oh, he throws it down.
He just mistimes it a little bit. A little bit of nerves.
Okay, naring forward. Don't get too antsy.
All right, he's going to go in for another 4th throw here. Pull up another turnip.
Oh, he's fighting for his life.
He just ditches it. Yeah, you can tell that he's fighting for his life right now to stay in this event. 1-1 for Eggy. He pulls it out by the skin of his mustache.
Mustaches don't have skin. No, Eggy. I mean, the adjustments, I don't think really set in until part of the way into game 2. More the way he was using turnips, he started moving when he had 2 stocks left. I remember really interestingly on the platforms was able to get around some of the big sword normals and punish.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of scary as TieBex, because Eggy's only gotten stronger as the set's gone on. And even though I think TieBex still has the hang of some of Eggy's habits, he's a little lost on maybe some of the more important ones that Eggy's been able to change up and adapt. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, there was a big struggle for momentum that game that lasted pretty much the whole game, and then when the last stock came, it was just a Battle Royale, Hunger Games, Squid Games type scenario to see who was going to be able to maintain themselves. Mushroom Kingdom, haven't seen it in a long time. Just kidding. Pokemon Stadium it is.
That's our first stadium match?
No, we had the fire transformation earlier. Hopefully we get Murder Mountain, my personal favorite of the transformations.
Murder Mountain, which I will call it from this day forward.
And that's a phenomenal area for Peach to operate. So many platforms for her down smash on. We will see if it makes an appearance here in this 3rd game of pools matches between Eggy and TieBex. And I think Eggy's got a lot of confidence coming off that 2nd game now.
Yeah, he has been literally untouched so far, okay? The Dare gets him back, but no additional follow-up.
Yeah, but using Dare to get back as Marth, like get back to the ground, it's not exactly a good sign, because it shows that you didn't have anything else, that would have worked. And after 1 or 2 times of doing that, Peach is just going to start really clapping you for doing that.
Yeah, if you as Marth are down airing, which you do need to do sometimes, that kind of means the other player is winning that particular battle.
If you're defensively down airing.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. If you're defensively down airing, something's going wrong. TieBex with the glasses fog. Silent Johns is what we call those, by the way. Silent John. Yeah.
Silent J. Okay,
fire transformation stage, making an appearance again. I think this is probably statistically the most common transformation. Of course, you have to watch out for moves that can reach through the tree. The golf club twice.
Oh, he's trying to stop him from turnip farming.
Yeah, turnip farming is a big deal. Of course, that Animal Crossing update just came out, and we're seeing Eggy make the most of the DLC here, looking for Stitch, but now, Frying Pan even went through the tree. That's the shortest hitbox.
Yeah, so I guess the golf club doesn't because it's the most horizontal, but I assume the others all do. He's really trying to find a way in, but there just is none. You just have to...
Well, I think most people are content to wait here. We didn't see any waiting from Signar or Bones, but their set was not as close as this. When a set was this evenly matched and this close skill-wise, it could be worth it to just hang out and wait, but... The counterpoint is you're giving Eggy a lot of time to find the turnip he wants.
Yeah, the turnip approaches have been working out for Eggy now, too. I think that fire transformation made TieBex a little impatient. Maybe he's trying to gather himself back. You can kind of tell when a Marth goes from moving forward to just doing several wall aerials in a row. They had a mental reset where they're like, oh, no, I'm going in too much. Got to be patient.
Ooh-wee. Nice follow-up on the jump read with the turnip drop. Very Mike G-esque from Eggy.
The turnip drop. Yeah, he's using these turnips, expertly maneuvering around Marth's moves.
And I feel like down tilt's been TieBex's best friend. I want to see some more of it.
Yeah, I mean, Eggy's got me pretty worked up. I like what I'm seeing. Nice nair to close out the stock. TieBex is not out of it yet.
This is one of those times where you're thankful that you're on Stadium, because that nair would not have killed on most stages.
Yeah, from the side of the stages, the blast zones actually aren't that far away. It's just a long bottom platform.
All right, the jungle stage, Donkey Kong's house.
Probably one of the best ones that he could have gotten as Marth.
Tree platform, an incredible platform for Peach, by the way.
Okay, the F smash going to knock off stage again. One of the down air, guaranteed was looking for down air there.
I'm pretty sure the tree platform was modeled after the hitbox for Peach's down smash. They took the same shape and put it on the tree as a platform. We talked about how important it is to really make Peach use her float and then damage her, but Eggy's gotten a lot of his damage from forcing TieBex to jump or use side B.
Yeah, true. Depleting each other's resources, for sure. All right, able to dodge the down smash. Dodged a bullet. Could have been the end.
Falling weak Nair.
Yeah, I think right there, I mean, I know TieBex wants to claim the space in front of him, but when you're all the way in the corner, you got to try to get some of it back eventually.
I will say great DI on the throw from TieBex there, but no DI is going to save you from a strong Nair at that percent at that part of the stage.
Well, gets down from the way that TieBex was juggling before the turnip stops.
Oh, Space Jam combo, forward throw to down air. He needs that edge grab, but he doesn't time the invincibility correctly.
And I mean, once you hesitate, you can't do that. But if he went down immediately with a fair or something, like a jump fair,
putting the pressure on him,
may have been able to hold it.
Yeah, reverse fair could have knocked him away perfectly for a regrab for a ledge. But, you know, what he was going for was just timing the invincibility, and it's kind of hard to do that on a move like Peach's up B because it has such persistent hitboxes all the way through, and it lasts so long.
Yeah, and like you can do that from any point in the float.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and he's got a lot of time to float. A lot of players aren't as familiar. Murder Mountain, baby. Here we go. Last stock. Don't kill him yet.
As Marth, you really want to keep them on the left side where you actually might have the advantage.
Yeah, this is the Peach area here. This whole right side of the stage is Peach Wonderland. And, you know, content to wait here may be a bad move in my mind.
Get the stage down air. Yes.
Yeah. There we go, baby. Murder Mountain strikes again.
And, I mean, so TieBex either A, practiced that, or B, has been playing long enough that he knows what to do. And he also knows not to go down into that pit.
Yeah.
You can threaten to try to slow down the turnips a little bit. You can forward smash through that. Is he going to try it? He could die if he does.
Oh.
That's a stitch.
My God! He did everything. Sometimes you do everything right and you still get punished, you know? He saw the stitch and he was like, I have to act now or she's going to re-grab that. And it just came down faster than I think he was anticipating. Wow, what an ending.
He fared it too. Oh, that was such a great set. I mean, honestly, congratulations to Eggy for what I think is a really impressive set.
Because hard-fought set.
It did not look good at the beginning.
He switched around his play pattern so much coming into that second game. I mean, it was like the second game was his war of attrition. He really was fighting harder and harder to just get back more and more into the game as time went on. And by that third game, he was firmly in control.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, super impressive. And I mean, TieBex was playing such a textbook matchup. He caught on to so many things, but wasn't able... Once Eggy saw the habits that were being exploited, especially in neutral, and changed it up, TieBex never got hold of the match again. Not truly.
Yeah, I think that once... I mean, the second game was so hard fought for Eggy. Once you win a second game like that, you go into the third game with a lot of, you know, assuredness, confidence, and he displayed that confidence really early, taking a ton of percentage lead early in that third game, which just set the stage for him to win that set.
Yeah, and I mean, both of those players, again, I mean, it's so incredible that we're having matches like this in round one pools.
Yeah, it's a blessing. I mean, normally when you get the commentary assignment and you see that you're on the first block of the first wave of the first pools, you're like, man, I'm glad I'm with Snacks because we're going to have a lot to talk about. We're going to have a lot of stuff but these players have given us no reprieve for jokes or tomfoolery. It has been pretty close ever since that second set.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to see the worst player of all time. But
yeah, I would have liked to have seen the statistically worst player of all time.
But we'll have to deal with it. It is so good to be back in person. Like, it's so nice to see the crowd behind them.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's nice to see them twitch. You hear a little gasp when something happens. There's nothing quite like it.
Yeah, like we were saying, I mean, you know, there's that palpable energy. You know, that every venue has a little bit different of an energy. You know, sitting in the crowd at Genesis is not the same as sitting in the audience at Xanadu or here or anything like that. Mm-hmm. It's all about experiencing the event. Of course, you guys probably know this already. We've been talking about it all weekend, but Smash World Tour is also coming up, and that's going to be an event that has a huge focus on the spectator experience. So if you are someone who likes to watch live Melee and you're anticipating the return of live Melee to the East Coast, Smash World Tour in November is coming up in Orlando. Make sure you're